Hey guys, tonight I had the night to myself. Connor away to sleepover, Jamie working, and I didn't have a whole lot to do with myself, so I finally broke down and decided I was going to give Suicide Squad a chance. And I'm back now with a quickie review for you. And for those of you who follow the channel and you're wondering why no Loot Crate unboxing this month, it's because I did do a video, but in the process of recording, I hit a wrong button and botched the recording, and so like half of the unboxing was missing. So I scrapped the video. Get no unboxing this month. Just know that it was awesome. Had a bunch of cool stuff in it, having to do with the Flash and Gone in 60 Seconds and Battlestar Galactica and just a bunch of cool stuff. So no unboxing video this month, sorry. But I'm really excited about next month's video because it's the theme this month, of course, being October, is horror. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th stuff, Walking Dead. It's going to be great, I'm sure. It's going to be amazing. But anyway, on to the review. So if any of you out there, my friends and whatnot, have heard me talk about Suicide Squad in the past, you will know that the reason I hadn't seen it up until tonight was that I was really not excited about it. I was really kind of worried it was going to be a big letdown and just bad. I was worried it was going to be just horrible. And honestly, in my overall review, what I will tell you is it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't what most Marvel movies are. Sorry, DC. But it wasn't a train wreck like I expected it to be. I still do have my problems with it. I won't lie about that. I mean, some of the stuff that I complained about originally, I still hated. Like, the big one being the character design for Harley Quinn and the Joker. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's awful. But the the thing about it is when you're actually watching the movie, everything kind of moves along at a fast enough clip that you don't really have time to be distracted by it. I mean, there's just too much motion and going on for you to sit there and look at the Joker and go, God, he looks stupid. But so that big problem with it kind of went to the side. And I have to admit, I didn't hate Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. She actually did a pretty decent job in the character. I don't know if there's somebody out there who could have done a better job, but what we had wasn't bad. I still honestly don't know how I feel about Leto's Joker, because he honestly wasn't on screen enough for me to decide. I mean, I did kind of find some of his choices with the performance a little irritating, but I honestly don't know if I liked it or not. So I hope we get a chance to see more later on. Kind of hesitantly hope that, because I want to know if he's actually good in it. I want him to be. I like Jared Leto. I've liked Jared Leto for a long time, and I know he's a good actor, but there wasn't enough of him in this movie for me to tell if I liked him or not. And that was one of the things that really surprised me watching the movie, was how much stuff that was in the trailer that wasn't in the movie. Like, there was a lot, like stuff that it was big parts of the trailer just wasn't there. So I don't know if there's going to be a director's cut or something, might add a little more to his part. But yeah, big chunks of footage that you see in the trailer that's just not there. So I don't know what the deal was with that. If they felt they had to cut time or something, or if they thought that throwing the Joker in with this big actor and making such a big deal out of him distracted from the movie itself and the story. I don't know. Maybe that's why they trimmed him down. I really don't know. But and my other problems with the movie have to do with sticking to kind of, and a lot of critics have said this, sticking to the played out, just uninteresting tropes of superhero movies. The whole premise, the whole threat is this seemingly all-powerful villain with like vaguish powers, with vaguely, creepy but really uninteresting army of henchmen protecting this really vague doomsday machine that shoots light up into the sky and it's going to destroy the world, but there's no real mention of how it works or why, or it's just there and they've got to stop it. That it's, I feel like they could have really gone another direction with this movie and it would have been way, way more interesting than that. But I mean, being a fan of comic book movies for so many years, you kind of get used to it, and it's a sad thing, but you do. But I mean, like her army of minions were just like the Chitauri from Avengers, but less interesting. They were just kind of there. They shoot them up, they beat them up, and they're gone. And there's really there's nothing interesting about them whatsoever. But and then there's not to spoil anything if you haven't seen the movie, but I mean, it's kind of a big throughout the whole movie plot point. There's her partner in crime that they never name. I don't know if he's actually a character from the DC universe. He didn't look familiar. But she only ever calls him brother. They never give him a name. And again, just kind of vague magical powers. And he looks like the Destroyer from Thor, just with a face. Like, you take off the helmet, face mask of the Destroyer, and there's a face underneath, and that's what you got. That's this guy. And I'll say this, I've never seen any of the director David Ayer, David Ayer's other movies. I know he did that the military tank movie Fury, and everybody loved it. I never saw it, but I don't know that he was the perfect choice for this movie. He's clearly got the military, special ops thing down. I don't know so much about the superhero thing, supervillain thing, but I will say this, David Ayer loves him a good helicopter crash. And if you ever watch the movie, you'll know what I mean, because oh my lord. But as much as I am complaining, like I say, it wasn't a horrible movie. It just, I feel like it didn't impress me. Like, it was fun. I liked it well enough. I didn't hate it, but I feel like it could have been a lot more. It could have been something that was impressive and did make me go, whoa, that was a really good movie. And it just wasn't. And so, I mean, in general, I liked it. I'd watch it again. I may even shell out the $14.95 for the DVD when it comes out. I don't know. Probably not the day it comes out. I'm not rushing into Walmart Tuesday night to pick it up on the night it comes out. But, I'll probably eventually buy it. Just, because I buy comic book movies. That's kind of what I do, unless they're, X-Men 3. But, and this movie was not X-Men 3. I can say that. This movie was not X-Men 3. So, well done, everyone involved. I guess the other thing that, I mean, again, if there's a director's cut, it might change, but the editing towards the beginning, the whole using really quickly slapped together flashback things to introduce every single character in exposition and then jumping right into the movie felt really kind of rushed, but I realized, again, it was a time thing. And also some of the way they handled some of the main characters. Like, I mean, you got Harley Quinn doing a lot, you got Deadshot doing a lot, even Rick Flag gets quite a bit to do. like the guy that no one who doesn't read comics has ever heard of, Rick Flag, gets some stuff to do. But I mean, there are other characters that are really kind of cool, really kind of interesting characters. Like Boomerang and Katana and Killer Croc are really kind of left with not a whole lot to do. I mean, they're towards the end with the final fight, they get their moments, but they don't really have much to do throughout the entire movie. I mean, you see them in the fights, I mean, swinging swords, Killer Croc beating people up, and Captain Boomerang throwing stuff and really kind of being a scuzzball. But like they, up until like the last half hour or so, they really don't have a whole heck of a lot to do. And so, I mean, and I understand that. I mean, Will Smith is a big star, Margot Robbie, big star. So I kind of get why they get to steal the majority of the show. But you have these kind of cool, interesting, you know, long-living characters from the comics, and they just kind of feel wasted for a lot of the film. So, yeah, again, in general, I keep saying this a lot, but I mean, this is just a quickie review, so I'm not spending a whole lot of time on detail, problems with the story, whatnot, things that were amazing, which there wasn't a whole lot, honestly. But in general, I liked it well enough. I didn't hate it. I expected to hate it. I honestly did. From the first trailer, I expected to hate it. That's why I did not go until now. And, you know, tonight I was just, you know, I saw an opportunity to go to the movies. I hadn't done that in a while, and nothing else looked interesting tonight. And, okay, I'll go to Suicide Squad. So, yeah, I wasn't as disappointed as I expected to be. I went in going, you know, this could be okay, but I'm probably going to hate it. And I didn't. So, that's good. You know, I spent the money on a movie and I didn't hate it. There we go. That's my review. It was decent enough. It's a fun time. If you haven't seen it in the theater, I would maybe say go ahead and wait. Just watch it on DVD, watch it on Blu-ray, whatever. Hit Redbox, pick it up, wait till it's on cable, whatever. But give it a shot. Watch it. You might like it. It's a fun time. But the final word I wanted to leave you with is it basically the plot of the movie, which they don't go into a lot in the trailers, so it's kind of hard to discern before you go in. The plot of the trailer is, or the plot of the movie is basically Escape from New York with supervillains. That's what it is. It's Escape from New York with supervillains, almost down to just fine details, like the whole, you know, you've got this thing in you that we can kill you with, or that you're gonna die from if you don't complete this mission. That whole thing. I mean, it's what it is. It's Escape from New York with supervillains, but they do it okay. They pulled it off decently. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. That's my review. Take it as you like. Go see it. Don't go see it. Wait for video. Whatever. But I didn't hate it. So there you go. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you shortly.